Many of us have heard the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child." And the implication of that statement or cliche is that the village matters. And that is anything but cliche. Research shows that where we end up has a lot to do with where we're from. My name is Stacey Sparks. I am a secondary education English major at UW Oshkosh, and the village is an area I am extremely passionate about. And I, along with my mentors, Dr. Nogi Hein and Dr. Jasinski, were able to conduct research within a unique type of village, that of Head Start. Now, Head Start is an early education program for very young children, some of the most vulnerable in our nation, not only in situations of poverty, but also foster care and homelessness. We found numerous studies showing powerful benefits from participation in this program, including children being able to break free from tenacious, traumatic cycles. Our research was in a lesser focused area. We wanted to know who might be struggling within the program and why, so that we would know that if they were not able to take full benefit of the powerful participation benefits. And so we looked at socioeconomic indicators and social emotional scores within Head Start children. Social emotional skills are another huge predictor of future success. And so in communities served by UW Oshkosh Head Start, we collected data, zip code by zip code. And of the 7 socioeconomic variables that we surveyed, only one returned statistically significant. Interestingly, the higher number of bachelor degrees in a community at large, the higher number of poor social emotional skills for those children in that community's Head Start. Now, it's important to pause and understand here that we surveyed things like poverty level and income median, but the only one that returned statistically significant had to do with a higher education, a more positive socioeconomic variable, and what we would see as a more negative outcome, that those in that Head Start were struggling socially and emotionally. So this brings us to the question, why? Is there some type of social stratification happening? Are these children becoming segregated or left behind in some format? Are there other mediating variables at play? We all know, or should, that correlation does not equal causation. So it is our recommendation that this study is repeated for further dialogue and recommendations. Because really, this is a question worth asking for all of us, especially in times such as these. What kind of village do we want? One where those who are limited continue to remain limited and left behind to the detriment of us all? Or one where those who want to learn, can grow and become solution makers and cycle breakers, positively impacting not only their village, but our world in untold ways. Thanks so much for your time, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Great, thank you, Stacey. All right, judges.
Hi, Stacey. How big was your sample?
Our sample size was over 7 years, and it was in the thousands for records. So it was a large sample size for Northeast Wisconsin counties, around 7 of them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stacey, who else do you intend to share these results with that you believe might be able to help in advancing the cause?
Yeah, absolutely. So UW Oshkosh is really unique in that they are affiliated with a Head Start. That's a unique program. A lot of these programs are not partnered or affiliated with the university. So we worked closely with them. And then because, we would like to repeat the data and verify, then we would go on to a national, there's a national Head Start organization. Mm-hmm. And so there might be the possibility of sharing at that point that we're able to get data and replicate, because obviously with this kind of return, we want to be really careful.
Thank you.
I also wondered, you may have talked about this and I missed it, but did you all, that's a lot of data, did you all disaggregate it all in any way across the counties or anything like that? And nothing more significant showed up even with the disaggregation or anything?
So I really relied in this scenario on my mentor, Dr. Jasinski, and we used SPSS. And so I cannot speak to that exactly fully. I feel like I would be out of my knowledge sphere, but we did run a logistic binary regression, and he is a political science professor and quite particular about things. So that would be a great question that I would address with him, though. I'll write that down.